like this crazy
Where do you
shit.
see
Man.
that?
I'm like, all right.
Are live on streamed.
Can
they hear us?
Can they hear us though? Can you guys in the live stream hear us yet or no? Still no notification. People are saying.
And I don't. It's not on mine.
I'm telling you, I'm shadowban from YouTube. Are we ready to go? Like,
Hold on. I just want to make sure someone confirms that they can hear you.
Are you watching it? You're watching it.
Yeah.
Okay, can you hear it?
I'm
I
waiting.
don't talk.
No, I'm on
See, I
mute.
don't have it. Mine. I mean, it's on, but it's still
Yeah.
saying that.
Are you on our Wi-Fi or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get
Oh,
all.
there
The
it is.
Wi-Fi sucks.
There he is.
Oh.
People can hear you though. They can hear you.
are you sure they?
We can. They just said we can. All right.
Can
You ready
they
to roll?
see him?
They can
All right,
see him as
then-
well.
Then we're okay. Yes, we can. Okay, Zach, Ken, Ashley, Michael. Yes, okay. Pody's in the building.
Just
our
don't be on
moderator.
the. Don't be on our Wi-Fi,
All right.
Jimmy.
I got you.
All right, so let's go. Let's get the show started.
All right. Ready? In 3, 2, 1.
You're listening to the glorious House of Gainz podcast. Here's your host, Robert Frank. What's up, everybody? Jimmy, why do you do that every week?
I know.
I think it's like a thing now.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah. Whatever.
Anyway.
Keep it going.
This is Robert Frank, 615, here with you. This is episode 39 of the glorious House of Gainz podcast. To my right, we have the most aesthetic creature in the crew, Jimmy Triceps.
Confess your love to Triceps, and he will never let you down. Yeah, buddy.
To his right, sitting in for the Pody, the man, the legend, the one and only, He doesn't have a microphone in front of him, but he's got a box of donuts in front of him. Joey, Bag of Donuts. Hi, Joe. Thank you so much for taking over the producer title tonight. Thank you very much. And to his right, back in the seat, it's been, God, I don't know, what, a month?
Too long.
Too fucking long, bro. A fan favorite. Definitely a fan favorite. Vinny Vegas. What's up, Vin?
What's up, guys? I'm back.
So you know this is going to be a great show. Unfortunately, Ray Worldwide is not able to be with us tonight. He got stuck in Connecticut, if that is, that's how it's spelled, right? Connecticut?
Connecticut.
Yeah, Connecticut. He's there handling some business, so he was not able to be with us today, day after Christmas, but we want to shout everybody out. Appreciate all of you guys that are chiming in and tuning in here on the day after Christmas. Shout out to everybody in the super chat, in the live stream. Shout out to all the super chatters. Shout out to everyone from Instagram who popped over to hang out with us. Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, the whole nine. So on tonight's show, we are going to talk about a bunch of different things, but since it's been a while, Vinny, well, actually, before we do that, here we go, getting all choppy here. We're a little rusty. And we have a lot more ears on us tonight because, ladies and gentlemen, for about 5 days in a row now, we have maintained that top 200 status on the Apple iTunes top 200. That is a huge fucking deal because we are only 38 episodes in to this podcast, and we were as low as number 38 just a couple of days ago. That is fucking huge because comedy, guys, is probably one of the most competitive categories on podcasts. There's probably comedy, sports, and like business, right? You would think are like the top three. Yeah, politics, probably top 3 or 4. So to be number 38 is a huge fucking deal. Now, as Jimmy would say, it's a little fugazi the way that people get ranked and how it actually works. But from our understanding, it's the amount of subscribers, new subscribers that you get in a certain amount of time, whether it's 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours, 7 days, whatever it is. I did do a couple of stories on my Instagram, Snapchat, and asked people, and I know you guys did as well, asking people to, hey, even if you don't listen to our show, subscribe to our show. This will help us out. And over the Christmas couple of days, people definitely gave us a present because top 200. I want to stay there forever. I never want to get kicked out, but they change hourly, the rankings. So anyways, thank you guys, and I want to give a round of applause to everyone who fucking hooked us up with that little 5-star review and subscribe to our podcast. So shout out to everybody. Vinny, we haven't seen you in a couple weeks. I know we went live on IG a couple of times. You know, we've been, kind of doing legs together once a week or so, but other than that, I really haven't seen you too much. What's been going on the past month, bro?
Well, I basically have been working. My schedule is a little later in the day. It's a rotating schedule, as many of you may know. And just the last, what's it been, 4 weeks?
Yeah, it's
4 in a row.
3 or 4 weeks.
Now I'll be hitting 4 in a row. I'll be off, so I'll be here, baby.
Oh yeah,
Giving you my good stories.
yeah.
So you'll be back for the next 4?
I should be here for the next 4, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's
Right.
awesome.
Next week we got New Year's, right? We'll do the day after.
Yeah, and we also have a couple of guests lined up for early 2019. Here's the one thing that we really haven't done. We have such a solid crew just in our own with personalities and shit. I feel like we never have to have guests, but people ask for guests from time to time. And we have 2 people that are lined up for January. So we only do a podcast once a week. So we're going to flip-flop. We're going to do a podcast with the bros, have a guest, podcast with the bros, have a guest. But I think these are going to be people that are interesting, that you guys will enjoy. They have pretty cool stories. One is a female, so you guys on the live stream will want to tune in to check her out. Not bad looking, right?
Does she have a fat butt by chance?
She may have a fat butt, yeah. We'll see if we could get her to show it on the live stream.
Oh,
So
buddy!
you guys are not going to want to miss that. Yeah, she actually posted something on Instagram today in a red dress showing her butt. So I'm sure she'll stand up on the chair.
I did see that.
And yeah, pretty good. So, anyways.
Can I chime in here real
Yeah,
quick?
go ahead.
I got a couple quick things here.
Sure.
One, how am I going to drink my drink, Joe?
Ooh, touche.
And number
Ooh.
two, I brought you some gummy bears. Indulge, please. That's all I have
For
to
those of
say.
you who can't see, Joey used Jimmy's
Drink.
protein shake here as a stand for his iPad to be the control center.
Normally what happens
So
here,
he can't drink it till.
Yeah, sorry I didn't really.
we have a producer who is we call the Pody, and if you guys are regulars to the show, and again, like I said, we have a lot of new ears on the show tonight because a lot of people just subscribe to the podcast and they're checking us out for the first time. So welcome. But what usually happens for those of you listening is we do a live stream on YouTube and people can chime in. They become part of the conversation, part of the show. We read some comments from time to time. Any super chat donations that come through, we stop pretty much whatever we're doing and we will address the question, comment, concern from the super chatter. So those are always appreciated. But the podcast will live on forever on Apple iTunes, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud Radio, even if it's called SoundCloud Radio, I don't know. But we are also now on Spotify. People are like, hey, when are you going to get on Spotify? I only listen to Spotify. I have Spotify hooked up for all my shit. Thanks to Joey Bag of Donuts and the Pody over Christmas break, they got us hooked up on Spotify now. So you can search for the Glorious House of Gainz podcast on Spotify and you will find us. So no matter where you listen to podcasts now, there's no excuse not to listen to the Glorious House of Gainz. So usually right now what I do, Zach G, you nailed it, brother. I wanted to read some questions from the live feed here. Will E. Taylor says, do you have any connections with C.T. Fletcher? I absolutely do. The problem is we only want to have guests that can come in studio. CT's out in LA Compton area, I believe, and we are here in New Jersey. That's the one downfall to living in New Jersey. Everyone who's kind of important lives in LA. Like, you have a couple of people in New York, but mainly all your mainstream social media people that you guys would want to hear, live in Los Angeles. But we will get people from time to time, especially the East Coast people. We will lock them down. Let's see. Crosswhite276, I hope this show doesn't get shadow banned. Yes, I made a video today proving to you guys, because I feel like I'm always complaining. I'm like, oh, Instagram's fucking me, Facebook's fucking me, YouTube's fucking me. But I actually showed you guys proof today that I am shadow banned from Instagram. And it's unfortunate. It's the ultimate fuck you to a content creator that a platform is just going to say, you know what, we're not going to show 3/4 of your audience your videos. How many people in the live stream tonight told us they didn't get a notification that we went live, although they're subscribed to the channel and they had the notification bell
Really?
hit? Dude, it's
not.
Instagram.
No, but the thing is, again, man, they're not. It's. I always stress this, and I don't know this to be true. I still don't believe it's somebody saying in Instagram land, we are going to shadow ban Robert Frank because we don't like his content. I just refuse to believe that happens. I don't think that.
So you think it's like an algorithm?
Yeah, something like
all
that.
like a-
And I'm not saying this to downplay his popularity or nothing like that. I just can't. There's so many content creators out there. I just don't think that he's being singled out. I really don't.
Well, are we comparing like the stats on other people with similar content, if they're getting banned or not?
I think it's happening. I think you said it happens kind of to a couple people, that you know of or whatever.
to people who have had videos pulled.
Right. That's what you were
If
saying.
you have a video pulled, it's like they automatically shadow ban you for a certain amount of time. I reached out to Instagram myself, which never really works.
Right.
And we'll see what happens. We'll see if they straighten it out. But whatever. I don't want to fucking talk too much about them because it's too much of my energy per day. But the problem is this. Right now we have about 70 people in the live stream. There's 200,000 subscribers that should have gotten a notification that we're live.
Do you think, and I'm looking at Joe as I say this, but I was trying to think of the percentages, right? So typically when Rob goes live on Instagram, right? he gets X amount of. It's consistent. When he goes live, he gets X number of live people in there. What are you about to say?
Sorry. Hey, everybody. This sucks with being the producer, by the way, dude. I like to talk.
Because you can't chime in.
I've already done the percentage, and I'll get on the mic later and break it down for you. And it's like the same percentage, like the 1/10 of 1% that goes on Instagram as well as YouTube. So honestly, I don't think anyone's blocked. I just think they don't really want to watch it. I mean, there's many times where I don't watch it, and I'm the damn manager. So I mean, I don't know. We'll talk about it later.
Roger that.
Yeah. No,
Thanks for
people.
your, words
Yeah,
of confidence.
people will at least pop in. You'll see the numbers just like on an Instagram live. The minute I go live on Instagram, it's usually about 1,000, 1,200, 1,500 people, and then after I start going live with different people, it'll go down to 600, 700, 800. So people are like, oh, I don't want to fucking see this dude. But anyway, Vinny, we haven't talked to you in a while. You said that, with sanitation, sometimes the schedule gets a little rough, and it's a little tough sometimes. But how was, did you work over Christmas?
I was off Christmas.
Okay.
What was before? I feel like, was there anything? Thanksgiving? Was I here since then?
I don't think so.
Okay, I'll do the holidays. We'll go over the holidays.
You've been on the live stream once, and we've
While
been
you-
doing live for about 6 weeks now.
while I was working.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was on break,
Right.
obviously.
Yeah.
Not on, the job hours. Right? Anyway, so Thanksgiving I did.
I like that term, on the job.
On the job.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like,
that's
I
like
like
a-
that
That's what they
phrase.
say when they
Sanitation.
take out trash. And,
Yeah.
Yeah. You run into another garbage man, you're like, yeah, you on the job? Yeah. So don't worry about this trash over here, right? So the holidays, I will mention briefly. First time, I don't want to get corny and scared, but first time, could we say that? No.
Sure, you can say whatever you want, bro.
How about that?
We could listen. We could say gay. We could say anything we want.
And especially it's okay to say that when you have a brother that is, one of those. And
Wait, who?
Joey. Nobody knew that.
Move
Come
it
here,
along.
gay? Are you
Cats
coming out
out
of the
gay.
closet in 2019, bro?
So anyway, no. So my girlfriend I brought to Thanksgiving, and I brought her to
Look at
Christmas.
that.
First time with the family.
Wow.
at the holidays. It's
Okay.
a big deal. It's a
Yeah,
big deal.
yeah, it's a big deal.
Italian family, everybody come over. I bring her over. She's not Italian, so it's a big deal.
Yeah.
It worked out well. Except yesterday. Was yesterday Christmas Day?
Yeah, yesterday was Christmas Day.
Yesterday, we were taking a big group photo of the family, and there was this big vase, and she was like, "Oh, helping with my aunt." They're like, "Oh, let's we gotta prop the phone up so we can put it on a timer to take a photo." And the way the vase was, between her and my aunt, they said, "Oh, well, let's turn it over here. We can lay the phone on the top."
Don't tell me.
Dude, flips it over, and fucking ashes and dust just dump all over the floor.
Stop
Oh,
it.
my
Wait.
Swear to
Who
God.
did that?
My
Your-
girlfriend.
So on some old Meet the Parents type shit.
Oh, I don't. Did that happen?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Wait.
no,
Now these. Now,
Joey will confirm it happened. She
you
comes.
mean
my
like
girl-
like somebody's ashes?
Yeah, it was
A
person.
family member's ashes.
So yeah.
Oh
so,
my God.
Dude, dumps it. So all I know is I was in the kitchen with my uncle, and they're laughing. My aunt's laughing. She comes running in and grabs napkins, paper towels. I'm like, what are you doing? And she's laughing. And then
Your girl's laughing?
yeah,
Oh
because
my
my aunt
God.
was laughing.
Okay.
And then my aunt says to my uncle, "Was this somebody who was in here?"
Oh my God.
And he's like, "Are you kidding me?" And it was kind of funny to some people. But he's like, "That was Aunt so and so."
Oh,
It's like my
Jesus.
uncle's aunt, some
Oh,
some
my.
ancient. Who knows? It's been in there forever. And so it was kind of funny, kind of weird. And then I'm looking at my girl, dude, did you fucking do that? You first get here.
That's
and
hilarious,
you knock
man.
over someone, So,
Wait, did it shatter?
no,
Or-
it just
Oh,
it's like a
okay.
vase, and they literally picked it upside down to put it
Oh
for
my
the
God.
the bottom to
Now,
be like a stand.
Those
They literally
ashes that
dumped
were
it
in
out.
there, that wasn't Aunt Josephine or something that flipped over on the floor, was it?
No, it was.
It was.
Wait, it was
Yes.
ashes of
Yes.
yeah, dude. Oh my God! I thought it was
it was what do you call that?
The ashes.
Ash?
Cremated.
Holy
Cremated,
shit.
cremated human.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait, you've never seen Meet the Parents?
I have.
There's a
but-
whole scene where he knocks it over. Oh, he opens up a bottle of champagne. The cork hits the fucking the vase.
Okay.
It falls over, and not only do the vase breaks, the ashes go everywhere. Then the cat walks up and uses the ashes as like a litter
like
box
litter?
and
Nice.
pees in it.
Okay.
So yeah, oh my, that's crazy. I can't believe that. Was she had to been mortified. I guess
She wasn't. She was laughing because my
your
aunt
aunt was laughing. That's
and
funny,
again, it was
man.
my uncle's like aunt. So
Right.
my aunt, if that makes sense, doesn't even like she
I gotcha.
forgot.
Right.
or,
Yeah.
You know, and that was it. He made a drink. He was like, what are you gonna do? You know.
Yeah.
But like you know, you want to kind of. I would say she would like to try to impress these people. She was like knocking over.
Speaking.
So Joey's getting a microphone right now, which
Yeah.
I was gonna suggest.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Why not? Ray's not here, which is great, by the way, because I got
Why don't you?
extra leg room.
you're
Listen,
using-
let me before we start switching subjects here. Let me tell you a story.
Carry
Speaking of ashes and gay,
Okay.
I used to know when I worked in the union. I knew a gay couple, two men, and one of the men actually passed away, unfortunately, and the surviving gay lover, put his ashes in a bowl of chili. And when people asked why, and he ate it, and they asked, why did you put your lover's ashes in a bowl of chili? And he said, so he could tear my ass up one more time.
I knew this was gonna be a joke. The way you're looking at it.
Oh, man.
Oh.
I do have
Whatever.
to interrupt
Okay.
here.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna leave Rob on the
Save the show.
visual, so
Okay.
Rob, because I can't do too
Hello.
many things at once.
Okay, can we talk about this glorious mustache?
Yeah, so just real quick about that whole story. That was true, and I watched it happen. And she had like a martini drink right next to where the ashes spilled, and like dust like hovered over. And I looked at her. I said, "I bet you won't drink that." Just to tell you how nasty she might be in the bedroom, she drank it.
Oh.
She immediately drank it.
Wait, so she drank a dead ant?
Yeah, like ashes at least, so like the dust
But
particles.
Wow.
she's savage. She's just as savage as Ben.
She's a gangster.
She is
Yeah.
pretty
She's
savage.
good.
Yeah.
But you know what Joey's getting at is she does lick my butthole basically.
Oh, dude, Ray
Listen,
Vegas sent me
listen,
a meme
admit to
today
it,
about
fellas.
licking butt. I've
Listen.
never had that done.
Never.
No, never.
Guys,
Jimmy, have
maybe
you ever had
comment?
your butt
Listen,
I'm not
licked?
having
for the
this
male
conversation.
listeners right now, throw some comments in there, okay? Be confident in yourself, all right?
Yeah.
There's nothing weird about it, okay? It's a.
Hey, I see Zach Giannino in the building.
Shout out to Zach G, who's all over Steele's Instagram right now, promoting the hard AF.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty funny,
Zach,
man.
Zach, have you ever had your butthole licked by a female? That's really what
While
Jimmy's
using
getting
hard
at.
AF.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's.
Yeah, I've never had that. Never really wanted that. Like, what if you didn't wipe good or something?
Come
Well,
on,
you
what's
know,
the
it's
subject?
just like a circumstantial thing. It
No.
doesn't, you don't really plan for it.
Yeah. Okay, so for people asking about the mustache in the live stream, I saw a couple of comments. Guy Ethan made a comment earlier. Jacob is saying it now. Okay, so here's what's going on with this mustache here. It absolutely pisses off my wife. She hates it to the point where, like, it may lead to divorce if I keep doing this. So that's why I'm doing it. And I'm going to do it every day. And right now, it's short. I mean, I'm barely pulling at something to twist. But a couple of weeks, I'm going to look like Colonel De Beers for any of you old AWA fans. I know you guys are a lot younger, but if you guys ever search Colonel De Beers from the AWA wrestling, yeah. Anyways, someone made a comment that I looked like a combination of Macho Man Randy Savage meets the Iron Sheik. And I instantly got hard AF when I heard that comment. And I was like, I'm going to keep doing this. And I've actually gotten a few compliments. I've been wearing it like this at the gym for the past 2 days, just fucking around because it's stupid.
Yeah.
You guys know that I like to wear things that are ridiculous, aka those Lubus that are so offensive to people. And I like, do dumb shit. I'm 50 years old wearing a bandana, sweating in my car. That's ridiculous to some people. Wearing fucking leopard shoes with spikes on them. Those are offensive and ridiculous to some people. Now I'm doing the mustache thing. So there's your answer.
I like it.
I like it too, just because
Iron
it's
Sheik. That's good.
douchey.
Yeah, it is. It's so douchey. Clinticus19 says the beard is so fresh, my dude.
Read that Zach G comment, man.
What did Zach say? Is Zach getting his butthole licked?
He said, yes, my dog is female.
Oh, my God, his
man.
dog is licking his ass.
It's not weird if it's your dog.
Yeah.
I like the one guy, Tony. He said, "I'd feel bad. I feel so sorry for my wife if she licked my asshole."
He must not wipe good.
Damn.
Anyways.
Yes.
All right, so since someone brought it up in the live stream, let me tell a quick story about this weekend. MBJ, who is my wife, as you guys know, and myself, we went to Atlantic City. Now, I knew this was going to end up a very weird night, the way that the whole day started. First of all, every single weekend for the past year, I've asked Marissa to go to AC with me. She says no every single time. She makes up some excuse. I love Atlantic City. You guys know me. I do stories there. I post videos there. I do everything there. AC is my, sanctuary, okay? I have a gambling problem. Yes, we all know that. But I just like being there. I like the atmosphere. I like drinking and knowing that I don't have to go home that night. I get a room, the whole thing. Early that morning, I looked at my phone. Rooms were free. I sent her a screenshot. I said, what do you think? She says, let's go. I'm like, holy shit, this is weird. So I told Joey this story. I don't know if I told you guys this story. Now, Vin, being a sanitation worker, you kind of know rights and wrongs, rules and regulations, shit like that. I go to the bank because I didn't feel like paying the $7.99 surcharge to take out money in Atlantic City. But the reason I like taking money out of the ATM in Atlantic City is because they give you hundreds. They don't 20 you to death. Like if you stopped at a Wawa or a convenience store.
Well, some
or
banks
something like
do. My bank now, if you take over 200, it gives you it'll say you get
really?
pick hundreds
Oh,
and fifties
cool.
or all 20s or something like that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Before I start this, finish this story, we get a super chat from Robert Altman. What's up, Robert? How are you? With the what is that bullet? What does that say? Mouse Club logo. It looks like the Bullet Club logo. Number 1, shadowban equals we riot. Thank you. What up, Vinny Vegas? That's number 2. Number 3, thanks for making my week tolerable. Thank you so much, Robert. We appreciate the super chat, and thank you for chiming in and tuning in this week on the Glorious House of Gainz podcast live stream. We appreciate you. So I go to the bank. My bank is about a half hour away from my house, unfortunately, because they closed all the branches near me. So I get to the bank. I won't drag this out. There was a 40-ish-year-old Spanish woman that took me. It was my turn. So banks nowadays, you don't stand at a window anymore. They have couches where you sit and they make it all personal and shit. So I didn't take out a crazy amount of money, couple $100, nothing, not even $1,000, just a couple $100 I took out because I wanted $100 bills. Woman, she's doing all the fucking computer work, looking at me, now I just got done with cardio. I look homeless as fuck, right? I got a hoodie on, joggers, my beard's everywhere, I look homeless. She leans into me and whispers, now Vin, is this allowed or not? She leans into me and she whispers, if you don't mind me asking, what do you do for a living?
I knew it.
I was like,
I knew you were gonna say that.
I was like,
So she clearly looked at your bank statement.
She probably looked at the bank
Probably
statement.
looked at you.
Looked at
Really
me.
judged the way you look. Versus
Judged me like
perhaps what you
dude.
have. I don't know, but I'm sure you do well doing this Instagram thing.
Yeah.
No kidding. Yeah, I mean, listen. I don't think that's not against the law.
Okay.
That's definitely
Crossing the line, right?
against probably her work policy.
Yeah, right.
That would almost be the same as perhaps a guy that works at your Rite Aid or Walgreens when you get photos developed and then sends you a text message inquiring about your podcast, and it's really just to say hi.
Yeah.
Vinny hates that guy.
That did happen.
Remember that guy?
I do
You might
remember.
be listening.
Yeah.
He's not a creep. He's a good
Shout
guy.
out! You're a true fan as well.
that is a true fan. So I was a little I don't know. I felt kind of weird. I was
What'd
just
you
like
say?
I told her I do social media, and that didn't make sense to her.
Okay.
So again, this goes back to podcast number 1 of the Glorious House of Gainz. A lot of people are going all the way back. New subscribers are going all the way back to the beginning and listening to us from and they say they can't stop. They just listen to show after show. It's almost like watching a TV show, like a Netflix show. They just binge watch or binge listen to the episodes. In episode number 1, I remember I asked all the bros and broettes, what do I tell people my job title is? Because I don't know. So anyway, I just told her.
I came up with an answer.
No, I mean, the easiest thing to say is because everyone knows YouTube, I'm a YouTuber. I make YouTube videos.
Yeah.
That's like the easiest thing to say. Because when you start saying I'm a content creator, they look at you with 6 heads. Oh, I do videos for Instagram and Facebook and social media. Even the word social media throws people off. So I'm just like, I'm a YouTuber.
I mean, I think depending the situation, you should have some fun with it. Like her, for sure, you should have been like, I sell drugs.
Yeah, well, Joey
just
gave
like
me a...
blow her mind a little bit, you know?
I told Joey the story the next night, that Saturday night, and I was like, Joe, I told him the story, and Joe was like, dude, you definitely could have banged that chick. He was like, she was giving you all the signs. And she, for 40, probably 42, 43-ish Spanish chick, she was definitely hot. I definitely would have fucked her, if I wasn't married, of course.
Yeah.
Can't do
Well, that's
that
like
when
our
you're
friend
married.
Jeanette. She gives me all the signs, you know. She's in her 40s. I know she wants it, you know. And,
Oh, boy.
Does she listen to us?
Of course she does. Every week.
Jeanette.
Yeah, I'm going to get a
JK,
text tomorrow.
JK.
So anyways, I go to the bank. Okay, so that story's done. We go to AC.
Time out real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Joey, so far, is failing miserably at this podium.
He's probably distracted.
So shout out to
There's
Anthony.
too many fucking buttons.
Dude,
You
he's like,
can't
well, for
give-
starters, so he has an iPad, and he's supposed to.
Yeah, you think I'm gonna click it every time you fucking
That's
talk?
what the fucking OG
Yeah, that's what a
does.
pody is.
Yeah, well, guess
Whenever
what?
someone's talking, he basically there's a button, there's a screen with everyone's live, what you're looking at right now, and he just touches who's talking. While he's doing that, he's also on his phone watching this live on YouTube with no sound, I assume, right? Because you're listening to us.
I'm trying to monitor the audio. I'm trying to monitor the
I'm going to
comments.
tell you the main reason why he can't concentrate, and it's this bag of gummy bears right next to him.
It's not
You hear the
that.
crinkling.
I'm not putting him on the visual every time because he's a fucking
I'm not asking to
nobody.
be. You just had,
There we go.
you had me on too long, and I'm fucking going like this to get back to Rob while he was talking.
All right,
Please.
listen. Can I?
You're still on me. You got to be quick, dude.
All
Not
right.
good.
Listen, guys. So as we're going to AC, now
I'll
I
never
got,
be the fucking pody again.
No,
'cause I'm gonna
you
punch
will.
This
You will be.
motherfucker.
You will be. You will be. You're doing a great job, Joe. So real quick, we have another super chat that just came in from Noah Souter. Hey Rob, would you consider getting Kirill or Joe Santagato? Getting Kirill.
Slow whisperer, yeah.
Okay, or Joe Santagato on the podcast. If Jimmy doesn't have a pet peeve, people who didn't lift yesterday. That is Noah's pet peeve. Okay, we'll get into that in a moment.
Yeah, I want to talk about that.
Okay, well, can I finish my AC
Yeah,
story real
dude,
quick? 'Cause
yeah.
This is
Yeah.
actually a good story.
I think it's going to segue into a story I have.
Right, Noah, I'm going to jot this down. So it's
Yeah, write it down.
Kirill. I don't know who that is.
I do.
Or Joe. Okay, so at least Vin knows who it is.
And training on Christmas, because I want to get into that as well.
Oh, yes, and I will get into
Your
that.
boy Guy Cicinino had a
That's-
pretty strong opinion.
That's
about
what
that.
I wanted to discuss, because I saw that.
What did he say? Not to train on
He
Christmas?
said, basically,
I don't like-
instead of I'm a little against it, I know, and he's a bodybuilder guy, but he basically said on Christmas, he said those of you that train, you should have set up your day off to be on Christmas, because those of you are at those of you that are at the gym on Christmas Day, like you're stupid, you should be home eating fucking good food like he was doing.
Well,
That's basically what
Guy, I
He
just-
went in, man. He went in on it. It was a little much. I didn't like it.
we'll address that in a moment.
Yeah,
So
okay,
listen,
finish your story.
we're going to AC. We're pulling up to where you can now see the casinos. Okay, everyone who's ever been to AC, for those of you who have never been to AC, there's a road that leads you up to all the casinos, and all of a sudden it's like you see this big city, and all the buildings light up, and they have this and that.
Real quick,
Yes. Go
as
ahead.
you know, my brother told me this, Joey,
Yeah.
shout out, that once you get on the Atlantic City Expressway,
Yeah.
the first maybe 8 mile or so, directly straight in front of you visually. I haven't been in a while. I don't even know if it's there anymore. You could see where it says Trump. Is that still there? Because it was the Trump Casino. You don't know.
I don't-
you don't even
I
know what I'm
don't
talking about. Okay.
No,
Well,
I know
Joey-
what you're talking
Joey
about. I
told
don't
me
know if it's
this.
still there.
Directly eye level, and this was part of his
Strategy?
yeah, strategy
Stupid
to
ass.
see it straight away. I'm not good at verbiage here.
Verbiage, not verbiage.
It's
Okay.
spelled with an I.
So
anyway, that's a,
Trump
that's
did
a,
that purposely.
Yeah,
then
yeah,
you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Okay.
That's stupid, I guess.
Wait, let me just. You're saying that like
Because
when you're
what
not on
happens
the
is you eventually
expressway,
turn
and then you
it
can't
is
see
nowhere
anything.
near you.
Right.
Like, Trump is nowhere near the straightaway.
Right.
But when you get on it, it's the first thing you see. But then it starts curving, and all of a
okay.
sudden it's way over there.
All right.
That's all. It's just.
But like when
strategy.
you first walk, even on the strip though, like when you first get into Atlantic City, wasn't it like isn't it like because that was the Trump Taj Mahal, right?
Correct.
That's what you're talking about.
Yes.
And even when you were get into the city, that was like the first thing you would see. But that's gone now.
When you're very close.
Right,
Like,
right. I know what you're
I
trying
guess
to
the
say
beginning
now.
and the end.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
All
whatever.
right, moving right. Sorry, Rob.
All right. So as we're pulling up to these casinos, we stay in Harrah's all the time, just because I am a diamond member, if that's anything, right? But we pull up.
We're gonna get to that in a second.
We are going to
Yeah,
get to that in a second.
it's-
But as we're pulling up, the Harrah's Casino lights up like a snowman. Like it has like a snowman graphic on the actual like building.
Yeah, right.
Marissa is obsessed with snowman. Like that's her thing. She goes, "Oh my god, a snowman!" So she's pulling out her phone to try to like take a picture of it. The next, I'm not bullshitting you. The next graphic that shows, it's all lit up and shit. The next graphic that pops up right after the snowman. Why this was, I have no fucking idea. A ship anchor for like a cruise ship, like the Royal Caribbean logo, like type thing.
Yeah.
Why they have that on there as a graphic? No fucking idea.
Okay.
But that was another sign. Marissa was like, "We're gonna win. This is a sign.
Oh,
We're gonna
okay.
win."
Why
Yeah,
does she
you
think
were
that's a
wrong with
sign?
They got
Just
married on a
because
cruise
we
ship.
got married on a
Oh,
cruise
okay,
ship,
gotcha,
we love
gotcha.
cruises, all this and that.
Jimmy doesn't know that because he did not come.
Well, he was on the boat though. He made
I
it
actually
to the
thought I
boat.
just had a
Bastard.
You know what's funny? As I said that, I was like, wait. In my head, I'm like, wait, didn't he come? Ray was the one that didn't come. But now it's just because Ray was never there either, so he might as well. Because he can't party.
He was MIA that cruise. Okay, so anyway,
I know.
I'm gonna get to the fucking moral of the story. Okay, the night is going on. Me and Marissa are gambling. It's probably about 10 o'clock at night. I'm at one machine getting absolutely hammered. I mean, rocked like you would not believe. And Jimmy's distracting me. He's bored. That's why he's fucking bored.
Go ahead. I
So
know.
Marissa is about, I don't know, across the casino from me. She's playing one game, I'm playing another game. I'm getting destroyed. I leave, I get frustrated, I'm like, I'm done, I'm not gambling anymore. Marissa's standing up, throwing a fucking temper tantrum, staring at me, saying, get your ass over here now, pointing to the ground. So I run over to look at her machine. She just hit a jackpot for $4,061. 4061.
I gotta say something
Yeah.
about that, man.
So I look at the fucking machine. I'm thinking Marissa, when she's throwing like all this fucking tantrum, I thought she won like $300 because that to her is like $1 million to win, right? She puts like a 20 in the machine and does like a minimum bet all the time, but I guess she was betting bigger. Anyways, $4,061. So the guy comes over, he fucking takes all my information, he takes my social security number, gets my card, ID, driver's license, everything. He comes back about 10 minutes later with $100 bills, and he's just like throwing them down like on my fucking lap in front of the whole fucking casino. Like where
That's so
where
funny.
we were playing was where like all the crap tables and everything are. We were playing on the slots that were right on the perimeter. So boom, he's like throwing all this money. I'm like, dude, can you like come fucking sit over here and like give it to me discreetly? They're like, I think they want to like make
They
it a
do,
show, like
100%.
show people like, oh look, this guy just won all this money, and they think because I'm a bigger guy, I'm like 330 pounds, 6'5", that I could handle myself. But dude, motherfuckers were eyeballing me, man, from the craps
Yeah.
table. They're like, yo, that motherfucker just won a bunch of money, man. I'm
Dude,
gonna follow his ass.
It's right before Christmas Eve, okay?
Yeah.
If I'm struggling financially, I'm robbing your ass in a second.
Yes. Dude, it was so uncomfortable. So anyway, the guy, actually, I told him, I'm like, dude, fucking sit down right here. So he takes all the money back from my lap and he does it all over again. Does the whole presentation, congratulations, gives me a fucking tax form. Now,
You?
yeah. Now, unfortunately,
She won.
she won, but my card was in the machine.
Oh,
So,
and that
and-
matters?
I guess so. And I guess she wanted me to take the hit for it because she
Right.
knows that I've lost way more than $4,000 for the year. The only way that you get taxed is if you come away at the end of the year winning. Like if you're up $1,000, you're gonna get taxed on that $1,000 that you won from the casino. If you lose all your money, like I'm down, I don't know how many $1,000, but it's a lot more than 4,000.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
you're
you won't have
good.
to
You're
pay.
fine. No, I won't have to pay on that. But I don't get any of that money back either. I can't say, hey, I fucking
of
lost
course.
20 grand at the casino this year. So that's what happened. But Marissa split the money with me as a good
Wow,
wife would.
look at that.
She gave me $2,000, and I gave that $2,000 right back to the casino. Reason being is we were a cunt hair away from making that next level, which was from platinum member to diamond member.
Oh, so you did make it.
So we did make it, yes. It
Oh.
took all 2,000 of those dollars that she gave me.
What did you do with the two? Like a quick hit, or you spent $2,000? on
No, we
plays?
spent for the rest of that night. That we hit at about 10 p.m. We played until about 7 in the morning,
Wow.
and then the next day we woke up about 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. 3 hours of sleep. Went back and played again until like 2 in the afternoon. I kept sending Joey Baggs screenshots of how close I was to that next level, and Joey's like, "Dude, you're not leaving until you fucking hit that." So.
And I want to
We
bring
did.
something up
Go ahead.
too, for the cocksucker who wrote on your Facebook page that you filmed a video in Atlantic City for Hard AF
Yes.
with 2 beds.
Oh yes.
And he said something like, "What a cheap fuck! You got a room with 2 beds because you split it with all your boys."
Yeah.
I doubt he listened to the podcast.
Did they write that?
Yes.
Someone wrote that. So
Well, first of all, I didn't have a choice. Those were the only rooms available. We
Good.
booked the room the same day. They only had double beds left. So
I sleep in a separate bed from my wife. That doesn't mean I'm broke. When I go anywhere, I get 2 beds because I want my own bed because it's comfortable. It doesn't have anything with money. So the
And
guy
I know-
thought he.
And what, I mean, Atlantic City, even, it's Atlantic City. It's not, whatever, go ahead, forget it.
Yeah.
It's
So
not
the
like
guy
fucking-
wanted to
He's
be a
gotta be
dickhead.
trash bag.
And I just wanted to explain something real quick. Rob is now a diamond member.
yeah.
And if you're unaware, a diamond member means you have 15,000 points or more. You're over 16,000 now.
Right.
To give an example of how much money.
Give what one tier credit equals $5 spent.
Rob has rotated. It's not that you've made or lost. It's that you've rotated that amount of money. You know, you might go there with $100 one day, and you go up to $200, and now you're back to $100. You break even, but you did what? You went up 100,
Four.
down 100. So you really spent $200 total, even though you left even.
Right.
Rob has rotated in his hands over $80,000 in
Yeah.
order to get to 16,000 points.
Yes.
Okay, so $80,000 he's risked, up and down. So to say that he would get a room because he can't afford to get a room just pisses me off. And I know it means nothing to most
Dude, they're
people,
trolls on the
but it
internet,
just
though.
bothers me so much when people make these dumbass comments because we take so much time into these videos, and then you don't look for something like that. Like, will anyone analyze this video and say that Marissa took a hot turkey out of the oven without
Yeah,
gloves?
remember that? Oh god.
Or that there's 2 beds in a video? You're trying to make sure that the wording is right, the angles are right. 2 fucking beds, and that's what you come up with? Fuck you.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know what he's talking about, last year we did a Thanksgiving video where Marissa took a turkey out of the oven. Now, Marissa's in leggings. Marissa has a fantastic body. She was twerking in the video. So we were stuffing dollar bills down her fucking panties. It was like the most ridiculous video ever. Someone pointed out she didn't have gloves on when she took the turkey out of the oven. How did she not burn her hands? If that's what you're focusing on, you are gay, my friend. You take it up the ass. So, yeah.
I got a confession to make too,
Go ahead.
man. So, last time you were in Atlantic City was with me, right?
Right,
Prior
right,
to that.
right.
So, I sat down, Rob was at a machine. I sat down right next to him on a machine, which you told me then was also one of Marissa's favorite machines, right?
Right.
So when you sent me, because he sent me a screenshot of the jackpot as well, I was low key a little what's the word I'm looking for, man? Annoyed. I'm like, damn, did she just hit? Because now I feel like that machine that's next to the one that you play is my machine. because I hit that bitch.
It
first.
wasn't that machine, though.
But I
It
was
a
low
different
key like,
machine.
man, did she hit the machine that I was playing? Because now that machine, I'm not gonna be able
What
to
is
ever
it?
win on it.
What's the game? Like, what is the?
She won on Pac-Man. It's a slot. It's a penny slot machine.
Okay.
But in order to get
Max
the bonus that she got, you have to max bet.
So let me ask
So
you
it's
this.
$3 every time that she spins. It's $3.
Okay. Now, when she won, were you done with that machine?
Yeah, we left.
Did you happen to take notice that people jumped on it quickly?
No,
You didn't.
no, we bounced because we actually left Harris for a moment to go meet up with Rockstar Booty, who I don't think you've ever met, Vin. He's the owner of Fairfield
I never
Retro,
met him,
Mike.
No, but I know.
Yeah, he was over in the Borgata, and we went, had a drink with him, met his wife, met a couple of their friends, and let me tell you something. You want to talk about Jimmy Triceps supporting the brand, rocking the emoji shirt to the 2017 Robert Frank 615 LLC Christmas party. Rockstar Booty was walking around the Borgata with a black bandana and the Chest Day prayer shirt
Nice.
in the fucking casino representing. So,
Nice.
yeah, Chris Michaels, Borgata, hey, we're all over the place, man. We're all over.
Shout out to Mike if he listens to these podcasts, because he left me a nice text message this afternoon that was greatly appreciated. So if you listen to these, Mike, shout out to you, buddy, and good luck on your cruise.
Yeah, I know he is going on another cruise. And he was telling me, too, because we told him that, we just won. And this is before I blew all the money. He goes, right now, get on your phone, fucking book a cruise right now, right now. He was trying to get us to book a cruise. I'm like, dude, I got a vacation coming up in a couple of weeks. I can't I can't go on another vacation. But
Plus, I got to spend this money back to the casino.
Yeah, because we got to get Diamond, goddammit. So, who is this Kirill now? Well, let's go back to this super chat.
He is from New Jersey.
Okay.
That's his name, I believe. He's a Russian. It was like a Russian Jew or something like that. He's now known as the Slut Whisperer.
Oh, I know that Instagram
Yeah, he
page.
goes to
Okay.
clubs, dumps champagne, and naked girls. It's pretty good.
But isn't he just like a meme page? Like post screenshots
no,
and shit?
No, he's like. So I actually saw a little quick documentary on this dude, like some stupid thing on Netflix about memes and shit.
Okay.
And he was on it. I turned it 10 minutes in, and once they started showing Paris Hilton, I was like, this is fucking stupid.
Oh.
But he's like whatever, regular dude. He went to school for like photography, take pictures. He's like an artist,
Right.
and he ended up getting into like photography of girls, and then it turned into like in clubs, and then he just started pouring champagne on chicks. I remember Joey showed me this dude years ago, just like. He was known for like the slow motion champagne pouring on the titties. It's like a cum shot looking video.
Nice.
And he blew up from it. Now he's like all over social media doing it.
I'm ahead of the times. I can see talent from a mile away.
Wow.
Joey knows any video with titties. Joey's in.
Speaking of titties and cum shots, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think I brought this up yet, but Hard AF by Steel Supplements, the supplement that we've been hyping for the past 2 months, is now available on steelsub615.com. I don't know if you have that little cha-ching thing there. There you go. We got a new podium now.
You're hired.
Man.
Right.
You're
Anthony,
hired.
As Trump would say, you're fired.
No. So yes, it is available now. I don't know if there's any left on the site because I know Jason texted me earlier that over 2,000 orders have come in over the
Did you
last
check?
24 hours.
I could have sworn their most recent Instagram story said 10,000.
Well, it was 2,000 as of this morning.
No, yeah,
Wow.
about 2 hours ago it was 10,000,
Yeah.
which
yeah.
is insane.
This is like Jason said in his story.
Fucking revolutionary.
That's what he said. He said this is
Multiply.
going to revolutionize the fucking industry.
Yeah, multiply that by $50 a pop.
And shout out to Zach G, who's in. I think he's still in the live stream. He made the cut on a Steel Sups review for the Hard AF. Vin, I think you and Beard So Strong should
You know, it's
get
funny
a.
you say that.
Well, not you, but your friend.
Funny
you
you
said
say
you had
that.
a friend that took
Funny
it.
you say that because I know what you're getting at.
Yeah,
When you're speaking about this this wild story
Yeah.
that we all heard about.
Yeah.
And it took place in Vegas,
Right.
but technically in Colombia, if we all know the story.
Yes.
And I actually just booked with my girlfriend a trip to Colombia for February.
Ooh.
So I was thinking I'm gonna need a bottle of hard AF
Okay.
for when she goes to sleep at night and I go out in the city of Colombia.
Ooh. I was just gonna ask. Wait a minute. How are you both gonna be in Colombia? Are you gonna get her like?
Oh, I'm sorry. The
strap on
country
or something?
the country-
Oh, okay. Okay.
There is a country in Central America, I believe it is, Colombia, and
Colombiano.
that's where Colombian females are from, which
Okay.
may or may not have been in Vegas.
Okay.
But,
Yeah.
And your friend with the beard, my cousin.
Beard's so strong.
And
Yes.
somebody else, I don't remember who, but they have a wild story
Yeah.
from Vegas about
Yeah.
Colombians. And with that said, I was thinking in their honor, I would take some hard AF over to Colombia and maybe go take a little deeper look inside Colombia while my girlfriend goes to
I
sleep.
like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Take that one eye and just go and see what it all looks like.
Yeah. So.
But Zach G in the video, or not in the video, but he was he commented on someone else's comment. I guess someone got a free sample. Maybe it was from robertfrank615.com, and they typed in the hard AF in the notes section to get a free sample, or maybe they did the free promo that Steele was doing. They got a sample of it and said, I don't know, am I supposed to take this on an empty stomach? Because I took it and it really didn't work for me. And Zach brought up such a good point. This stuff works like Viagra or Cialis would work. You have to have some sort of sexual stimulation in order for it to work, just like in order for Viagra to work, or in order for Cialis. You're not just going to be sitting there watching The Lion King getting a fucking boner. You have to have some sort
Unless you're into fucking lions.
unless you're into bestiality, right? And banging lions and shit. You have to have some sort of like stimulation. So, yeah, guys, here's what you do. If you've tried it, you want to try it, I highly suggest probably about 30 minutes to an hour before you know that you're about to go to Pound Town. Every guy knows the signs. They know that things are looking the right way. Like, you're out on a date. You're like, oh shit, this fucking is going to end up getting my noodle wet. This night is going to end up with, my dick in a fucking river.
You know what you know.
You know when you
It's
know.
like when you go out
Bros
and you're
know
drinking
when
all
they
night.
know.
You know when you're taking the L for the night, when you talk to this girl,
Yeah.
talk to that girl, like,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden she's dancing with this dude, and you're like, you know what? It's like almost bar closing.
You're gonna
I'm
be
done
you're gonna
buying
be
drinks.
taking yourself to Pound Town.
It's it. I'm going home, maybe hit McDonald's, fucking, yeah,
Yeah, fuck it.
and that's it. So same in the opposite scale. You know,
You know
I'm taking this
when you
bitch
know.
home, baby.
Yeah, that
So,
is
you know,
when,
a
guys,
quick little,
you take it.
All right.
Have it on hand.
Close that
Have it in
tab
your
out,
pocket.
bring her
Put it in a
home.
little tin foil.
that's it.
Just, you guys know what to do, man. Don't act like you don't know. If it's like a Netflix and chill night, you make your way. Oh, honey, gotta go to the bathroom. Be right back. Bloop, bloop. Pop 2 pills. Come back. There you go. So, anyways, shout out to Hard AF, which is available now, and I guarantee you, it is not going to be available by Friday. We're going to be sold out. It's just that's what's going to happen.
Dude, before you know it, January's around the corner.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Oh God.
6 weeks away. You better stock up, boys.
Looks like we have another super chat came in from Robert Altman. We didn't even address his first super chat, and he sent another one. Thank you, Robert. He says, so if it's International Chess Day for 4 days in a row, what shit should I do? I know asking this is screwing the vibe, but I gotta know how to kick off 2019. Okay. So if you are going to go by the Robert Frank 615 training program, which is chess Monday through Thursday, arms Friday and Saturday night, and if you're not too hungover on Sunday, shoulders and back. There's so many different things you could do. Monday, make it a strictly free weight day. Tuesday, make it a strictly hammer strength day. Wednesday, make it a strictly dumbbell and cable day. Thursday, whatever, do a fucking free-for-all. Whatever the fuck you want, just hit chess. Do machines, do pin load machines. You can do so many things. There are so many chess machines in the gym. So Robert, I hope that answers your question. You don't have to do the same things every day because that would probably get boring. and
it's
probably
the same. I mean, I'm no pro here, but there's multiple muscles in the chest.
multiple muscles.
You do the
Multiple
same thing, you're hitting the
muscles.
same part of your chest. You know?
So while we have Robert on the brain here, Kirill, so you're saying that he was the slut whisperer and he's a New Jersey native.
He is a native, yes.
Okay, so maybe we could reach out to the slut whisperer, see if he wants to come on the program.
He talks real dirty. He'd fit in perfect.
Oh,
Here.
He would be
perfect,
fucking
perfect.
great in here.
And
I
who
got
is-
some questions for him too. I would love to know how many he's taken to that special town known as Pound Town.
Is he a good looking dude? No homo?
He's actually rather ugly, and he
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah,
Oh.
he missed his name, his Instagram name. He actually was talking, like, again, a thing I watched, like 15 Instagram account names that he was booted off and created new ones.
Wow.
And there was all forms of like ugly Russian Jew or something.
Oh my
That
god.
was like he talks about
Okay, so he's not a good looking dude and he's probably
that.
bad.
But again, in that documentary, he did say that how on social media it's like an image.
Yeah.
And he really doesn't fuck as many girls as people think. Like, he's fucking exhausted when he leaves the club. Like, he basically says how, he just puts on this, like, show for everybody.
Yeah.
Damn.
But,
Man, you
listen,
just ruined Joey.
I'm
just
quite
ruined
sure,
Joey's day.
seeing what he films on a daily basis.
Watch, he's like married with
it's
kids
better
and
than
shit.
our
That sucks.
lifestyle.
That's what I'm waiting to hear from like Dan Blazarian, man.
Yeah.
Like he's married.
Oh,
and
I
he's
think
not.
he's in love
No.
with that fucking skinny chick.
I think he. First of all, I think he is in
Katie
love.
Bell, I think her name is,
Yeah,
actually.
but
he's definitely in love.
no, he.
But that would be like the third girl he's been in love with since I've been following him over the last 4 years or so, which doesn't mean shit. Because he's still banging 1,000 other chicks.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's an image too.
Come with
I
me,
don't-
I'll ruin your life.
Yeah.
And it'll be fun.
Yeah. So who is this Joe Santagato? Do we know who that
I know
is?
who he is.
Who is he?
He actually, a couple years ago, did a video with The Rock. He has his own podcast
Who?
as well. Stop it.
With who?
Stop it. He has his own podcast as well, and he is ranked as well.
Okay.
He was actually ranked in like 70s this week. I checked.
Ooh, nice.
No big
nice.
deal. We were 38, baby.
Yeah, 38.
That's unbelievable.
But yeah, he's done really well for himself. He's young. He's a comedian. And he actually does a similar setup with a podcast like we do with his friends.
Okay.
But they're on a different level than us in terms of how they do comedy. Obviously, they're not fitness at all.
Right.
And the way they interpret comedy is a little bit different. You know, you have like your Kevin Hart of comedy.
Yeah.
And then you have Andrew Dice Clay of comedy.
Yeah.
We're more, Andrew Dice Clay. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, we're more rated R.
Right.
So he's more
Jerry
PG-13. Yeah, he's more of a Jerry Seinfeld. It's like,
Okay.
I don't want to say he's not Disney.
Not
He's
Okay.
not that, but he's definitely not, X-rated by any means.
Okay.
So I don't know how
Safe.
well he'd fit in over here, but he's also local as well, and he does real well for himself. Young kid.
Yeah. Okay.
I say we bring
cool.
him in and corrupt him then.
I say. Wait. How old is young? What do you think?
I'd say early 20s. I'm not.
Oh,
100%
you're
sure.
a real young kid. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, let's bring him in.
Okay.
So put that on your list, Joe. Reach out to
Alright, no problem.
reach out.
I do want to address one more thing in here,
Okay.
which is someone asked, is it possible to get Rob's chest, Jimmy's arms on Joey's diet? And I just want to say, you can absolutely have Rob's chest and Jimmy's arms, but it is not going to be on my diet. There's no fucking way.
I'm pretty close to your diet.
There's no way.
Actually,
what I have
I'm
been
not.
doing is I've been poisoning my body lately. It is so disgusting. I don't even want to talk about it this episode because it's actually depressing.
I'm still trying to figure out how Joey went from fucking going to see a gastro doctor and then coming on the next podcast and basically saying, yeah, my gastro doctor told me I'm going to die soon if
I
I
have a-
switch my diet. And it's gone the exact opposite way. It's gone like,
I actually have a colonoscopy scheduled for January 29th.
oh man, they're going to find some good stuff
They're
there.
going to be sucking mashed potatoes out of my
Oh,
mouth.
God,
Oh
man.
God.
As for dinner tonight, I had mashed potatoes, I had hash browns, I had broccoli with cheese, and I had some other appetizer, basically. Just 4 appetizers. Like, basically, I had 4 pounds of salt.
So, let me tell you guys something real quick too, man. Me and Joey were talking a little bit last week, back and forth about things, right? So I was trying to get Joey to commit to me, and I still don't think he understood my point here. But I was trying to get him to commit to me every morning. I don't know how many days a week I said we were going to do it. I think maybe whatever I said, maybe Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Meet me at my house 5 a.m. we're going to throw on these 40-pound fucking weight vests, and we're going to go do 2 or 3 miles, and we're going to knock it out every, 3 days. We'll do it 3 days a week. And my point of that, and Joey responded like, dude, I don't, I forgot what his response was, but he made up some kind of fugazi fucking excuse why he couldn't do it. Has something to do with work. He had to work or some shit. I don't know. Right? But my point was to that. Like, dude, if you could get up and commit to that, you're fucking making your mind stronger. You know what I'm saying? You're strengthening your mind. You're callousing the mind, right? That maybe doing that over and over and over and sucking, because that shit sucked. It's cold at 5 o'clock in the morning here in fucking New Jersey. If you could somehow get through that 3 days a week, maybe it would help you when it comes to, saying no to a fucking mashed potatoes and stuff like that. It would get you a little more hard in the brain. You know what I'm trying to say? Discipline. Thank you.
He has 0.
Which he has 0 of.
0.
The fourth item was stuffing, by the way.
That's all he said. He heard nothing of what Jimmy said.
I know,
He's just
exactly.
thinking about food.
Exactly. So anyway, yeah, move it along, man.
Oh my God.
I'll try, Jimmy.
I got you.
Psych.
buddy.
No, I won't.
He won't.
Dude, it's literally almost a year.
235 pounds, ladies and
It's a
gentlemen.
year since we were at, what was it, man? What retro
Raritan.
did he do his weigh in?
Raritan.
Raritan retro. I
About a
remember
year
him.
ago.
Stand on the scale. I think it was 218.
That was 218 point something.
Okay.
Literally a year
And
later.
that was the first time I ever actually believed that he was gonna do what he said he was planning to do, and talking about his show coming up and this and that.
The Ruby baby.
And, yeah, all about it. And then maybe 2-3 weeks in, I stopped believing him, and I have yet to believe him since then. And here we are about a year later.
And I gained 16 or 17 pounds since last year at 235 right now. And I feel incredibly uncomfortable. I'm not going to lie. I mean, right now, especially with the holidays and all the salt and everything that's in all this food, I feel like I'm getting choked out. I'm like pulling on my
You don't
shirt
look good, man.
when I have no shirt on.
You don't look good.
I
Yeah.
don't look good. I took a picture with myself and my wife in front of the Christmas tree, and I was like, "Oh, who the fuck is that?" Like, my face looks like the Nutty Professor, and dude, it's so.
body fat.
I know it's so bad. I feel I'm like winded doing just like the most basic shit, and I know my heart rate's up, and I know my everything. Dude, I'm sitting on the couch yesterday opening up Christmas gifts, and like I could barely fucking breathe. Like I'm like
Joe, do
sitting
you
on the
have
couch.
Vinny on the active right now?
He sure does.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, there we
Flexing off
go.
this glorious fucking sweatshirt for everybody.
I
see.
want to bring those hoodies up real quick, but I do want to address the super chat that comes in from I Love Texas. Thank you, I Love Texas. The super chat says, "Do you run or walk on an incline while cutting?" Definitely walk on an incline. Well, here's what I do when I'm cutting, and this is actually a good segue from Joey being a fat fuck right now. Am I shaming you, Joey? I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I
you're
shouldn't
about
be
to
doing
get kicked
that.
off
I
this
can
podcast.
take
I'm about to get kicked off my own podcast for shaming.
I can handle that.
already offended.
I am on a mini cut right now. It kind of got fucked up just because of the holidays, but everything is going into my body right now. Bad food, drugs, supplements, everything. And right now I'm doing cardio on a 15% incline, 3.3 miles an hour. I hold on to the top of the treadmill because I squeeze the fuck out of my abs the whole time that I'm doing cardio. This is when I'm doing it properly. Most times I'm on the treadmill, I'm at 3.3 miles an hour on like a 3% incline, and I'm editing YouTube videos or Instagram videos, which really isn't doing cardio. So, but starting tomorrow, I promised one of the guys that's kind of helping me out, steering me in the right direction, that I'm going to get back on everything normally. I'm going to get some good shit, and we're going to get rid of all this fucking water weight. I feel so bloated. I'm just like, I feel like a pile of shit. And for the amount of stuff that I put into my body, I feel like I should look so much different than I do, but it all comes down to diet and cardio. You could pump your body full of supplements, andros, drugs, whatever, water, anything, whatever you want. But if you are not doing the cardio and you are not dieting properly and just eating anything and everything in your path, you are not going to look the way that you guys want to look. So that's really all I have to say.
I was never good at lifting weights, and you know that since I've known you for years.
Right.
But there was a time in my life where I was doing cardio every single day, minimum 4 miles, and eating properly. and I looked a hell of a lot better than I look now. About $175, $180. You know, I had like let's say 2 of my 6 abs you could see. But, I mean, dude, once you remove one of those 2, like, you don't have to be the greatest lifter in the world. You could just half-ass lift. But if you do really good cardio, really good diet, you'll absolutely see results. But if you don't do one of those 2 and you're, like, killing it lifting, especially with the diet portion, you ain't going to see shit.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man.
What do you mean?
I firmly believe that if you take enough Anavar,
I was going to say, he has to say the only way that it's going to work is if you up drugs to substitute for your shit diet.
Yeah, I'm putting so much shit. I'm putting my body through so much shit right now. It's not even funny. I shouldn't even be talking about this. But anyways, we'll see how it all works out for me in a couple of weeks.
Did you end up answering the question? Yeah.
We did. I answered the question. So thank you so much for that super chat donation. What was that? I love Texas, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So another thing, I hate to do this because we do this, or I feel like I do this every fucking week. But, okay, cool. Thank you, Joey. I need to talk about powerlifters again. And it's going to be...
Oh, yeah.
Listen, it's going to be quick.
Get me
And listen, powerlifters, I love you, man. I got nothing but love for you.
I don't.
Well, okay. Let me tell you
Oh,
something.
man.
There was this kid. I went to, I Love Texas has a follow-up, which I just saw. How long am I on the treadmill for? 30 to 45 minutes there, I Love Texas. But let me get into this powerlifting.
Come on. How old is... they super chatted us?
They did
We appreciate it.
They
I
left
Love Texas.
a donation.
But, you know, a little common sense here. You know your body size. It's just simple stuff.
30 to
How
45
long?
minutes.
Not everyone's body. Jimmy, I think, does 0 cardio, right?
Yeah.
0.
He's
Zero
the
cardio,
most ripped guy
lots
here.
of animal.
You know, I mean, maybe you're young, you don't work out often at all, but try some things out and you'll know.
I would say do cardio until you're fucking sweating your ass off.
Yeah.
Does that sound like a decent
If you
amount of
really
time?
want to know, you go by the resting heart rate.
Yeah.
The times you find out how many beats per minute you do in 60 seconds at a resting heart rate. So if you want to wake up, as soon as you wake up, you get out of bed, no alarm clock because it'll start you. Check your heartbeat. How many in 60 seconds?
Yeah.
I believe you want to. Is it double it? Something like
No.
that.
Let's not steer anybody in the wrong
There's
direction.
really no
but-
real... I could tell you that
I don't know.
if...
Google it, but
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like
Listen,
I remember.
I was certified in personal
There
training.
we go. CPT,
I was
baby.
a certified personal trainer
Well,
forever.
talk about it, bro.
And here's what it is. It's 220 minus your age.
Okay.
That is your max heart rate. So if you are 40 years old, you take 220 minus 40, that is 180. That is your maximum heart rate. This is so corny right now. In order to burn fat, you want to be, I believe, 65 to 70% of your max. That is your fat burning zone. So whatever that equates to. Joey's a mathematician. So what is...
Dude, I would
180
say
is
I would say
220
about you want to keep it at like 150, 160, and you don't even have to
Right.
do the math because reason being once you whether you're 20, 30, 40, you're still only minusing like 10, 20,
Yeah,
30.
yeah.
So get your heartbeat up. Dude, cardio is very simple, especially from someone, yeah, sure, I'm a fat fuck now, but I used to love running. All you got to do is run until you can't run any faster, and then you do it for a couple of miles. I'd say 2 to 3 miles on a daily basis in the first early stages are good. If you look at like police academies, if you look at the military, you're talking 5 to 7 miles a day. If you're a real runner, you're getting up every day and doing a 10-mile jog like it's nobody's business.
Yeah.
So don't tell me that you're doing enough cardio if you're running for like 15 to 20 minutes and you're like,
Right.
why isn't it working? Because you ain't doing shit. You got to do...
Go ahead, sorry.
30 to 45 minutes in the early stages. But if you want to be fucking shredded and you're not on Jimmy Triceps diet of supplements,
Gummy bears, that is.
That's a
you're
highlight
going to
for
have to do
Gummy
45...
bears and Trent.
You're going to have to do 45 minutes regularly and then even more most days, you know, if you want to be shredded.
Yeah.
A lot of guys do 2-3 times a day cardio. Rob does it in the morning. He does it again at night.
Sometimes.
So, I mean, you got to
But again, it's not true cardio. I'm not sweating when I get off the treadmill.
But in terms of dedication of time.
Right, yeah.
Over an
Dedication
hour.
of time, yes, over an hour a day. So here's where I want to get into the powerlifters a little bit. Christmas Eve, Listen, I know Guy Cisternino might have said something about, you should have factored in a rest day for Christmas Day. First of all, what the fuck is a rest day? Next time I see Guy, I'm going to punch him in his forehead. And I'm going to be like, bro, you're steering these kids in the wrong fucking direction. There's no such thing as a rest day. You know when you rest? Exactly. You rest when you're fucking dead, okay? Now, I get it. He's an IFBB pro. He's been on stage, Olympic. He knows
what he was
talking
doing.
about.
Vinny missed a big part.
Okay, what is it?
He was actually what upset him was it wasn't that people were going to the gym on Christmas and you should be with family. He was just tired of looking at people on social media making a big deal out of the fact that they were at the gym on. Oh, look at me! I go to the gym even when it's Christmas. Like that's what he was getting at, which
I deleted.
Which I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing with that, my point was, dude, like, I mean, yeah, just his whole point was leave the whole fucking. We don't need to see you in a Santa suit at the gym and make that big deal about it.
That's crossing the line. And I know BM just did that shit. He fucking
did he? I didn't even know that.
Fucking see, that right there is just for views. When you dress up, dude, you know how many fucking girls,
that's what he was getting.
Christmas Eve and Christmas Day when we were at Diesel, you know how many girls were in fucking like onesie pajamas with like fucking elf suits and shit
Keep
like
that shit fucking.
in the gym.
Well, you know what though? Actually, I take that back. Because every time I try to, when I get mad when people tell people what to do. Matter of fact, you want to go in a fucking Santa suit and look like a stunad? Do it. You know what I mean? But I get, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's over the top. You're doing it for views, I guess, but do it if you want, but it looks dumb.
We have a sanitation worker from Philadelphia in the live stream right now that says Vin is back. And it says fellow sanitation worker from Philly, love the podcast. So,
Nice.
yeah, shout out
bro.
to Philly and the sanitation department.
Philly,
And you guys are talking about content with Christmas and everything. Pornhub had its own Christmas category, and I was like, is this really necessary?
Yeah. Oh.
Just for views. Come on.
I was on Pornhub this morning.
I will say, Christmas was kind of a oasis. I
Wait,
was there,
Oh boy.
me and Rob were there yesterday. Right? Yesterday. I'm so off with the fucking days.
Yeah, I
yesterday
got
was
fucked
Christmas
up.
Day,
Yeah,
right?
I feel like today is Monday and it's really
Today
Wednesday
I
just
worked-
because of the holiday.
I worked
Did
11
you
hours
finish your
overtime.
fucking?
No, I didn't.
Sorry.
So anyway, so Christmas Eve and
Go on.
Christmas Day, shout out to Diesel Gym in North Brunswick, New Jersey.
But you know what? I'm sorry to cut you off again. Okay,
What?
they were open on Christmas. Big whoop. They fucking closed at 3. What time did they close?
5 o'clock.
9
8. They were
Bullshit,
open
bro.
from 8 a.m.
So
to
if you're gonna
5
fucking
p.m.
be
both
open,
days.
let me tell you something. Shout out to, I'm not even gonna say the bar, but there's a bar in town that I'm not allowed into, but there's a bar in town that never closes, man. It doesn't shut down ever. It's never been closed. And you know what? That's good business, man. These gyms that close, okay, you were
What
open.
about Retro? Didn't even fucking
That's
open.
that's my point, man. I couldn't find a gym to go. There was no gyms. Then I was like, oh well, Diesel's like got that image of always being open, but they fucking closed at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, but at least they were
Yeah,
open
but-
for fucking 12
I mean,
hours.
Fuck that, man.
Rightfully
They're
so.
gonna
It's a holiday.
I don't give a fuck.
After 5 o'clock, most people have family members that they're going to want to be with.
Yeah.
So they figure
But
out,
that's
come
a-
to the gym, knock it out.
I understand
We're
the
gonna
reasoning,
close.
but guess what? I was fucking I wanted to go to the gym at fucking, I
Late?
didn't have a family to go to. And
Jim,
I
you
wanted
could've
to go
came with
to-
us,
Well,
but-
I wasn't invited.
Dump
We
down
went-
some ashes.
We went. I saw Vin on Christmas Eve, and we trained for a little while. Two
Yeah,
of
let's
the
talk about
fattest
this.
butts in Diesel. Oh wait,
Anyway.
was I not supposed to say that?
No, I wasn't
Oh
going to
yeah.
talk about that.
Well, hang on.
While
Let
we're
me
just
talking
power
about
rankings.
it,
All right.
I've been seeing these two butts. They're always together.
Always together.
Always together.
Yeah.
Glorious glutes.
Yes, I want to fuck both of them. I hope they listen.
Oh! Well, guess what, Robert Frank?
Oh, do you have an in?
I got a friend follow yesterday by one of them.
Yeah. Which one?
And you know what?
The bigger butt or the skinnier butt?
She's I would say the skinnier one.
Okay.
The other one's like a thick, nice.
Yeah.
All good thick. This
Yeah.
this is still great. I mean,
Yeah.
you saw it. Yeah. I got the all the time. I was like, what is this? A new record? I get them from here and there from RF fans. I said, oh, a new follower. I clicked on it.
She's not
Oh,
an RF fan.
So I got two people that usually I get new followers from. Either you or that YouTube female that I know, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't follow her. Doesn't follow Robert Frank.
I don't know why we can never say who she is. I don't.
Okay. Oh, sure. Her name is Carly Bible.
Yeah, buddy. Finally.
Super hot.
Yeah.
And she has like millions of
Has millions.
subs.
Yeah.
Is that the term?
Well, she's
On
got
YouTube.
millions on Instagram too.
She's fucking cool as shit.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
So down to earth. Cool.
Awesome.
I got into a big fight with her on Halloween.
Yeah. But usually, like, when I get chicks to follow me, I know I get a girl follow, boop, following Carly. I get a dude or some, like, teenage boy, it's Rob Frank.
Yeah.
But
The
this doesn't
sausage
follow
party
any of
over at
them.
Robert Frank's.
She doesn't follow any of you, and I'm like, oh, that's the girl with the butt from the gym. And I was like, oh.
Now listen, they're friends.
Giggity.
They're friends with
Well,
construction booty,
Well, here's
who
the
has
thing.
been in a few of my videos.
Who's
so
young.
They know,
Who's
right?
young.
Yeah.
And I also saw a friend in common is
Okay.
my young little sister.
Oh, okay.
So I kind of saw the
Gotcha,
sister posted
gotcha,
a Christmas photo. I happened to be in it. I
Double
think
tap.
that's where it came
Gotcha. Okay.
from. And I said, oh.
Yeah.
And you know what I did? Which I never do?
Yeah.
I gave her a follow back.
Ooh, did you?
Dude, I don't know the last time I
Did you
followed
slide in
someone
the
back.
DM?
No.
No? Okay.
Come on.
Come
I
on.
wouldn't do
Well,
that.
slide in the DM never
Yeah.
hurt nobody. The Jimmy Trizzle special.
But perhaps if I get some hard AF.
Ooh.
All right, God damn it! What's up with these fucking
'cause
powerlifters?
on the same day, Rob, go ahead. I was fucking ready to
All right.
knock somebody's
All
lights
right,
out.
so listen, I went to the gym. I was with Vin. I just did cardio. I don't know really what happened. I left and went. I had to go home. I had family members. See, here's the dedication that I have. I left my family unsupervised at my house on 3 different occasions to do cardio in the morning on Christmas Eve. Left my parents and everybody here by themselves. Later on that day, I went back to the gym to lift, left my parents, everyone in the house by themselves, and then on Christmas Day, I left them again. But anyways, here's Christmas Eve. I went back later on in the afternoon. There's a fucking kid.
Well,
Please
go
let
ahead.
him finish his
Go,
story.
I
No.
ranted to him earlier in the day at the gym about
That-
the same problem.
Oh my God.
Do you remember?
Dude, yes, I do remember.
Like, I came up to Rob while he was on the treadmill. I was, like, fuming.
Vin was ready to fucking smack somebody.
Dude, I wanted to, like, fight this fucking kid. It was to the point where, like, he was the typical, like, first of all, dude, listen, guys, and you, I hope you're listening, guy at the gym yesterday who's Asian. I'm being more descriptive. That's all. I'm giving a description. I'm giving a description here,
All right,
alright?
all right.
You really want this guy to know who he?
That's
Yeah,
a
I want
broad-
him to know who he is. And
There's
I
a
tried
lot
to
of
make it a
Asians
point.
there.
But
Okay.
there is quite, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, you're not in shape,
No.
okay? I don't even think his legs were big. I don't even know what is deadlifting for your lower back. What does that even do?
Who gives a fuck?
And he's got like it was 3 1/4. I told Rob this. He's got 3 1/4 on each side.
Yeah.
Whatever the math is, I don't care.
I remember.
Dude, all fucking ready to go. Shoes off, obviously, because that's what they all fucking.
You gotta lift with your shoes off.
Dude, and he slammed it so fucking hard. I had headphones in, and I was startled.
This is the same guy that scared the fuck out of me when we were
No.
doing back in the corner one day, Rob.
That's a different Asian.
Bro, there's tons of them there.
Yeah, I'm
not
sorry.
Asians, but just tons of
okay.
people that do the same
No,
shit.
I'm telling you, I've never seen this kid before. I've never seen him.
No, it's the worst.
Dude, fucking slams it so loud, and I was like, dude, I was ready to fucking kill this kid. Maybe a few minutes goes by, and he sets up again, boom, and drops it again. And dude, I walked by him. Actually, I'm sorry, I walked by him as I saw him like getting down, like ready to fucking go.
Yeah.
And as I like walked by him, I was like, here we go, just to like,
God.
you know, like. And then I heard it, boom, and I was fucking livid. It drives me insane. What are you doing? I thought you go to the gym, right, to build muscle. Isn't it? We've discussed this. It's to look good.
Yes.
Even if you're going to compete in a show,
Yeah.
you got to look good in the show, right?
Right.
And if you're going to be a power lifter, at least be like a fucking monster.
Yeah.
There's one other kid there who looks like Eli Manning. You ever see this kid?
No.
He looks.
Is he
I don't know if you
Asian?
ever seen Eli Manning. No, white guy.
Oh.
If you ever seen what Eli looks like, he looks like
It's
half
dopey.
fucking
Yeah.
retarded. Yeah.
Yeah.
This kid has spaghetti fucking arms, 0 legs, and he's got like this pop belly.
Yeah.
And he walks around like what are you doing?
So
Dude.
look,
And
dude,
I
if
saw
you're
him so psyched
Listen.
the other day for doing like he must have got a PR.
Oh,
What did that do
God,
for
don't
you?
even, please don't say that
Dude,
word again.
they drive me fucking insane.
But here's the thing, bro. If you're honestly, again, man, I don't want to knock anybody's hustle, bro. If you're doing that if you're going to compete and like you have to, you get these reps in because you're going to go to a competition and compete in doing that, okay. But the problem is the majority of these jokers ain't competing in shit. You know what I'm trying to say?
Even if you are, as Rob said to me at the gym when I went over this, you're gonna have 20 people watching you.
Oh,
at this
20?
powerlifting
Shit.
competition.
What is that, like a
Yo,
worldwide
but
event?
here's the thing, man. That's the thing. I'm not don't knock them. I mean, who cares?
I'm gonna knock them.
Yo,
It's absurd.
I'm going to knock them because they're fucking annoying.
Yes,
think
and
are
they
annoying.
everyone at this particular gym that we go to,
I
all
don't
of
go
them,
to that gym anymore.
Jimmy doesn't even go there anymore because of the fucking boom, boom.
It's the only reason I don't go.
Dude, there's a barber shop right next to, and I don't want to knock the gym. I love the gym.
I like the owners of the gym.
I
Love
like
them.
the owners, even though one of the owners is a power lifter himself.
He is.
But
But he's a
Yeah.
big. He
he's
looks
a
like a
big
power
motherfucker. I don't want to fuck with
And
him.
you don't want to
Fucking-
fuck with
yes,
him. He
he's
looks
a
like
big dude.
a power lifter. These other guys look like
These are
fucking
skinny, like skinny fat. When I say skinny fat, I mean probably maybe 5'10", 160 pounds. Okay, yeah, you're pulling whatever the fuck you pull.
Please don't even say that.
Pull. Yeah, I just pulled 225, bro. No, they lift a weight and they slam it.
Yo,
There's
when
one
we were
kid-
coming up, when we were coming up, we've been in the gym a long time. I don't remember jokers like lifting like that. I
No.
swear that this is all like a new fad, man.
No, powerlifting definitely has become popular over the past couple of years. But this fucking kid, okay, I'm going to describe him. I don't know what he is. He's some kind of like probably Middle Eastern. He's got a fucking man bun. He's probably in his early 20s. And he looks like absolute garbage. He's got a t-shirt and shorts on. And looks like fucking shit. Barely his mustache is barely coming in because he's so young. Probably early 20s. Anyways, he fucking lifts the bar up, and he's got like this belt on.
He's
It's
always
like,
a female.
yeah, got this lifting belt on.
Yeah.
Lifts it up, slams it on the ground. Lifts it up, slams it on the ground. Lifts it up, but not like, it's like he's not just like slamming it, letting the weight hit the ground. He's actually throwing it on the ground, then picking it back up, and it's making all this fucking noise for no reason. He does his whatever.
Is he barefoot?
Of course he is.
Does he
He's a
stand
fucking
on?
asshole.
Does he stand on a 45-pound plate to get that extra inch off? The
I don't
That
know.
drives me nuts,
That's
too.
fucking stupid too. But he fucking, after he slams it 3 or 4 times, he then like does this little show where like he has to reach for his belt to
rips
then like
it off. I know.
release the belt.
His
And then he walks around and then he looks in the mirror and he's like, oh.
Yes!
Yep.
Oh my god, you are such a fucking tool bag. I don't care how strong you think you are, for your age, for your size, for your look. Dude, you look like fucking shit. At least bodybuilders, and listen, I troll bodybuilding as well. I think it's fucking gay as hell sitting up on stage in a little fucking bikini and doing all these little poses so fucking
It is
dudes
such a
can
fucking
whack
clown
off
show,
you.
bro.
But at least they can bring that physique to a bar that night, to a club that night. They, no
fuck
chick
that.
is
Them
going to look
jokers.
at this fucking kid who just pulled 425 PR. Oh my God,
Right.
put it on the board, and fucking want to bang him because they wouldn't even be able to tell he fucking lifts.
That's the moral of the thing here. If someone looks at you and can't tell that you go to a gym, you have a problem.
Yes.
If you're a power lifter and you look like a power lifter, looks like you go to the gym.
Right.
If you're a gym bro and you lift and you got shoulders, chest, whatever, you look like you go to the gym. When you're skinny fat and you can fucking pick up and slam a weight one time, you don't look
You
like you go to
shouldn't be
the
able
gym.
to. You shouldn't
So
be
you should
allowed to do
probably
that shit.
not go to the gym anymore.
No.
I want to talk real quick about a comment in the
Go
chat
ahead,
here.
go ahead.
Jane Garrison.
Yeah. Hi,
After
Jane.
Vin was talking about the 2 females in the gym,
Uh-oh.
she said, "I wonder what dudes say of me. I guess I'm the chick with the tits." Now, which brings up a point, which is, what do females, what do they think guys are saying about them? Because for guys,
What do you
how are you identified in the gym? Because when you go to the gym, you have all the girls in the gym you have already identified. I guess for the guys, you're labeling them as the Asian guy,
Well, yeah,
the Indian guy with the
If
man
she has
bun.
massive cans, that's yeah.
That's motivating, Jane.
That's how we. That's
Yeah. Show
How we
them. Let's do it.
you see my tag up there? Just send me a DM,
Yeah.
and we'll give you a name. How's that sound?
We'll give you a name.
I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, we'll give
Jane's
you.
always in
I'll
the live
confirm
stream.
that. Yeah.
Jane's always in the live stream.
Is
Shout
she?
out to you, Jane.
Oh, nice.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, I mean, I would say most likely, it's like
Yeah.
visual. Is that wrong? I don't know.
All right, so that was my pet peeve. Jimmy, do you have a pet peeve this week?
Man, didn't I go off on a couple earlier? I do. I'm gonna see it. I always do this. I have something in my head, but I feel like when I start thinking about it, it's gonna be boring. So maybe I don't.
I mean, we just definitely killed the good pet peeve.
Yeah, we just murdered powerlifters.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was gonna say something. Just all right, real quick. Lat pull down guy. The guy that doesn't know how to do a
The
lap.
guy that fucking rocks it.
Yeah.
Rocks it or pulls it all the way down to his lap. There's
That
people
guy.
that do that too, you know.
Or just lat pull down guy.
Okay.
Just leave it at
Lap
that.
pull down guy.
Yep,
Okay.
I'm good to go.
Lap pull down guy, listen. The proper way to do a lap pull down from a former certified personal trainer, Robert Frank, you take the bar and you pull it down to the top of your chest and you squeeze your lats on the way down. The way that I used to like to do it is I used to wrap my thumb around the bar because I felt like that helped me use my lats more. This is a little inside tip.
On the top.
On the top, yeah.
I hope you don't knock it because that's how I do it.
No, that is how I feel it more in my back.
But the thing is, you bring it,
To the top of the chest.
but you don't. You're in a kind of a stable position.
Yeah.
You're not fucking going up with the bar and then sitting
Right.
down with the bar. Using
those
your
of you
weight.
listening
You're using
back
your
on the
arm. You're
podcast.
using your... Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jimmy was demonstrating to the live stream the way that you were supposed to sit in that fixed position. And you're not sitting straight up. It's
No.
like a little bit of an angle.
right?
Yeah.
But anyway,
I mean, it's like, essentially, you're supposed to be doing a pull-up. So it's the same concept. It's not like what you're referring to is the lat pull-down guy does probably similar to what a CrossFitter does as a pull-up. Which is that whole
Yeah, that
fish out of water.
fish out of water shit.
We can get into that
It's called
another
a
time.
kipping.
Yeah, let's-
That
okay.
is-
yeah.
All right, so Jimmy, that is your pet peeve.
Lap
Okay,
pull-down guy.
I get you. Lap pull down guy. Ray Worldwide is not with us tonight.
Oh, shout out to Ray, man.
Yeah, shout out to Ray if you're listening. I doubt you are.
Although I didn't have to bring fucking. All I had to do was bring Joey some gummy bears tonight. Usually I got to bring Ray something big like a cannoli and I knew he wasn't going to be here, so all I had to do was satisfy Joey's sugar need, and I figured him and Vin could share.
Vin, do you know the name of the
A shout out,
particular
Ray.
person that gave you a follow?
So
off
I
the
was
top of your
going
head?
to throw this out since Ray's not here.
Okay.
Since I don't know, we don't have a baddie with a fatty, right? 'Cause
Sure.
So I was gonna maybe make the suggestion.
Sure.
Would you down for that?
I'm totally down for that, of course.
Okay. Well, since I can't use my phone because it's right here,
Yeah.
I don't have the name.
Hold on.
offhand.
I have my bat phone.
But if you look, I do know it. If I could tell you, like,
How many
the
followers have you gotten since this person followed
reason,
you?
she's probably.
You're following that person.
I want to say it's Ashley Sarah or Sarah Ashley
All right, let me just
Ashley
with an X maybe in there somewhere.
Not Ashley Ryback.
No, she's not.
this one right here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, look at the butt.
Sure. Yeah. All right.
Is that,
She gets it.
are we going to vote her in?
Is she over? She's over 18. She's got to be, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this week's
I've never seen
this week's baddie with the fatty, we were going to give a shout out to local gym member Sarah X Ashley 1. So Joey, I don't know if there's a way. I guess you should have done
I
that
don't
earlier,
fucking
right?
know what I'm doing over
Okay.
here.
Anyways, Sarah X Ashley number 1 is this week's baddie with the fatty of the week. Sarah, if you reach out to one of the bros, Vin, who you're following, or Joey, Jimmy, myself, or Ray, well, not me because I'll never see it, but Ray, actually, I will see it on Robert_Frank615 because I don't get too many DMs there. I don't get hardly as many as the other page, but reach out to one of us within the next 48 hours and claim your prize of a female racerback tank baddie with the fatty, available only at robertfrank615.com.
And I assume if I DM her to tell her, that's cheating, right?
That would be cheating.
Definitely
yeah.
cheating.
Yeah, one of the bros. Come on, bros out there. You've been letting us down the
I hope
past
this
couple
doesn't
of
get
weeks.
weird now.
No, it's not weird at all. No. And Sarah, I mean,
It's
I'm
only
gonna
gonna
make
be
it weird
it's
for
only gonna be weird if you fucking check your Instagram later and she blocked you.
if she blocked
That's
it.
true.
Or if she heard earlier in the podcast where I said I wanted to fuck her and her friend.
I was gonna say.
I am-
You totally said.
Sarah,
I want to fuck both of them.
Listen, Sarah, I am a married man, and I love my wife. There's no chance of that happening. So, just to get that out there. But
However,
Vin is another story.
Speaking of cheating,
Yes,
I was thinking about
I hate cheaters.
this. Well, maybe
Pumpkin
I won't go
eaters.
there then. I was thinking about a new segment here on the show, as well as a new I don't know what's a good term, Joe, since I'm not good at
Verbiage.
like the like a new the new evolved Vin, like a new Vinny on this show here.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're trying to get at. What are you
Okay.
trying to say?
Well, so I always did my wild weekends,
Right.
and I've been not partying too much lately.
Okay.
As I like getting more into like longer now. This is my relationship with this girl. It's longer and longer. I'm becoming more or less going out. I'll never be the guy that doesn't go out. I want you to know that. I will always fucking party. I'm always going to beat Ray and partying. Everybody know that.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, to fill people in on my old lifestyle.
Yeah.
And give some stories every now and again of
Sure.
of
Because
my
a lot of people also want to know why I'm not allowed in that bar.
I was gonna. So
the
here's
cheating chronicles. I guess we could call that.
Here's two segments that I would be accepting of, as long as you're both willing to do it.
because
And-
I'm not allowed in a lot of bars in New Jersey.
So there's two very relatable characters here that never really come out, and it's both Jimmy and Vin. And if you guys are able to discuss these things without being disrespectful to other people and able to tell stories, and then if Jimmy's comfortable saying some of his stories, then I would definitely recommend doing it, because people are interested. I've already seen people in the chat talking about Jimmy and asking him why he can't get into bars and this and that. And they're very, it's not just going to be humorous stories, but they'll be educational.
Life
and
lessons.
learn-
Life
people will learn
lessons.
lessons. So, but it has to be respectful, because other
Roger
people
that,
are
roger
involved
that.
in both of your scenarios,
Yeah.
and you don't want
When
to be
you say that, can you
disrespectful to
be blatantly obvious here? What respectful towards like an ex?
Yeah, like you shouldn't be do them in not bragging ways. 'Cause
You
it's-
don't want to encourage people maybe
Yeah,
to,
like it's not.
to follow that behavior and
We don't want to
Have
encourage
some
anyone.
kind of lesson at the end, because maybe to you it's still in your brain, hasn't clicked, but other people were
believe
affected.
me, it's clicked in
Because-
my brain.
yeah.
No. I mean, well, part of it, a little bit like humorous, right?
Yeah.
But again, also, I would say it would be educational.
The segment needs to end with that was what happened, and have a PSA at the end, like Jackass. It was like, listen, don't fucking do this. Here's a story, and then make it somehow positive at the end.
I firmly believe that the only time that it is okay or acceptable to cheat on a loved one is if the chick that you're cheating on your chick with is hotter, has a bigger butt, nicer tits, shit like that. Then it's fair game. I mean, then there's really you can't take offense to it. It's like, if I get caught cheating and I'm cheating with fucking, I don't know, Sarah Ashley or whatever her name is. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. I can't do that. But yeah. Anyways, so another
a
segment.
disclaimer right now, a life lesson. I can tell you, it's never. You can cheat all you want and enjoy it, but it's never worth it. People sometimes will say like, "Oh, make sure it's worth it if you get caught." It's never worth it. If you're not happy in the
Because
relationship,
it hurts someone else.
fucking break up.
the
with
best-
her. It's so much easier to just be single and fuck whoever you want.
Right.
Yeah,
Than
the cheating
cheat
thing
and
is
hide
retarded.
and have to fucking
so
change
dumb.
names in your phone and stress out. And trust me,
Hashtag.
I'll get into my story one of these days. But
the best, my best suggestion. My best suggestion is I can't be the pody that week, because I can be the affected, and I can explain to people. So we can.
Do these people listen to this? That you're,
Who
that we're-
people?
Sure.
It's not. I'm not worried about the people listening. It's me. I go to sleep at night now. I don't want to be a fucking scumbag. I know you still sleep at night fine for some reason. And Jimmy, I think I could be on the other end of that as well. Not guiding him because he knows his own story, but I could kind of interpret it
Roger
to
that.
help out a little bit, because people would be interested in hearing it, and also there's a way to spin it where, you know, you don't recommend doing it. Because Rob, especially, he can say all he wants, but cheating, Rob, you do firmly believe like you're fucking someone and you don't really like that. You've mentioned it 1,000 times in the past before.
What do you mean?
Like destroying someone's life, cheating on them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want. I want if I ever got caught cheating, I would feel worse for Marissa finding out.
Yeah, no, it's
Me
dude.
actually
I can
doing
tell you
it.
firsthand. I devastated someone's life,
Yeah,
like terribly.
yeah.
I don't
Probably
think we've
more than
gotten
one
over it.
person's life.
We've got no, dude, family members and all, but
Yeah,
her
yeah.
specifically. Well, Jesus, yeah, a lot of people were affected. I mean, and I'll one day maybe give like full description here, but in summary, someone I was with for a very long time, engaged to be married, wedding planned, destination wedding, like full blown. Everybody was booked, paid for, could not cancel. She found out like I had pretty much a whole nother life, like 2 months before the wedding, and that we didn't get married, obviously. And dude, this girl like was, I mean, it's bad news. So like I said, it's never worth it. Like I still to this day like feel disgusted that she kind of went through a rough patch. Her parents hate me.
Yeah.
Her friend is you know friends with my brother's wife. They like there's a dude you close.
There's a lot of
so
collateral
many
damage.
Fucking
Yeah.
And in relation, and
So many.
we won't discuss it whatsoever, but Jimmy, I would say you probably affected other people too, similar to Vin.
God. Yeah,
So-
but and just to because it's, you know, it sounds like we're all both talking about like me, I wasn't cheating. Like my stories
Right,
aren't
I was
having
gonna
anything
say,
to do
you
with
need to
cheating.
clarify that.
Yeah, it's just stupid behavior that. Yes. Anyway.
Spiral.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
so it's all bad.
Spiraled out of control.
However,
boy.
we could share some.
Anyway,
we could
yes.
share one of these
But yes.
days.
Yeah, one of these days we'll go into that.
I feel like
I guess I won't make it like a bragging thing.
No, we'll
Yeah,
be
that's-
bragging.
So
No.
yeah, let's move on though, man. Let's wrap this
Yeah,
up.
we're gonna
actually.
wrap this
Oh,
up.
yeah.
We do have another segment idea because we do want to get a little bit more into the segments here. Joey's had some good ideas. We've all chipped in. We talk about the podcast. For those of you who don't know, we have a group chat where we're in it multiple times a day, giving ideas and different thoughts and shit to make the podcast better, more entertaining for all of you guys out there who are listening. And we do understand that probably 95% of our audience, our listeners, are male and enjoy sports. Even the females that check us out and listen to our show, they're sports fans as well. The Pody, our normal Pody, our producer of the year, hosts his own podcast, which is a sports podcast. I think if we could give him a minute or two each week to just give us a basic recap of what's going on in the sports world, what he's going to be talking about on this week's episode of This Week in Sports, it would be pretty cool for our listeners, because I know there's a lot of bros out there who are sports fans, and we really never touch on that, even though we are a bro show. You know what I mean?
And all of us, while we're not all super involved in sports, Vin and I love the Yankees.
Yeah.
Rob loves the Mets. Jimmy, who's your team? Mets too,
fan,
right?
yeah.
Mets,
I
yeah.
love. I'm a dude. I don't talk about it on the podcast like you said, but I live, eat, breathe fucking sports radio. That's and
Yeah.
podcasts. That's all I listen.
So it'd
to.
be good to touch on, and we could commentate a little bit what Anthony says.
Sure.
And just as we were talking about the Vin and Jimmy segment, I already see two different females in here who want Vin's dick cut off already. Just so if you're wondering, Vin, why it needs to be spun positively, it's because any female following we do have will leave if it's braggadocious,
true.
which I know it won't be because you know what you
I
did.
do have a heart, ladies. Okay.
And
I-
what
I
up,
was-
big
I was
C3
young
muscle?
and naive,
Sorry.
and I was not prepared. If anything, you'll gain as a female from the story is to learn all the signs
Yeah.
if your man is not being faithful.
Yeah. Hey, you could always, it could turn into a positive, man. I mean, a negative situation could
Oh,
always
here,
turn
how about
into a
this?
big positive.
From the little these ladies know from the story, after all my fucking scumbaggery out of that entire relationship and ruining this girl's marriage and life,
Yeah.
she is now in a very happy relationship.
Yep.
And she actually recently told me that it all happened, it became better in the long run, because we're actually both in happy relationships. And you
Right.
realize that everything happens for a reason. So it turned out it happened in a bad way, but you
Right.
know, sometimes some bad things make.
There's always a silver lining, man. There you go. Good. Okay, I'm glad now. And we will get into this story definitely. One question I wanted to answer before we wrap up tonight's show is, Robert, can you cover alcohol use in fitness sometime? Alcohol use, and listen, you're talking to
The wrong guy. You
wrong
want
guy
to talk to me about it?
Long guys.
I'll set up on a soapbox and preach.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I drink alcohol basically every night of the week.
He does not.
Okay.
Close.
It's 4 out of 7
4
nights,
out of 7
and
days.
that's a regular week.
And
But
that's
he
a
doesn't,
regular week.
but check it out, man. Never mind, who cares?
He does drink.
He does, but you know what? He doesn't,
He's
my
not-
man drinks for like 2 or 3 hours. He's out cold, man. He's
Yeah.
not,
Yeah, but
he's
it's-
not up in the morning.
Yeah, but I
fucking-
think these.
We're
Yeah,
talking
I don't
diet. We're
drink
talking
in the
about diet.
morning,
wise.
yes.
Oh, diet-wise.
Diet-wise,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, whatever.
That could be a reason why I'm not getting as lean or as shredded or as vascular or anything. I think alcohol could play a big part of it because of what comes with alcohol. You're out at the bar. I was about to say it. I know Jimmy was about to fucking elbow me in the head. A place where me and Joey
Don't fucking name that place.
love to go. And listen, once
That's
again,
bar number 2 I'm not allowed in.
last Saturday night, Joey
Yeah.
and I were there.
No.
Oasis. Joey, am I right or wrong?
It's always a oasis.
It's always a Oasis.
Yeah,
Always.
Listen, I had my work Christmas party there.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about?
Yes.
Yes.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I had to leave to go for your Robert Frank Christmas party.
Yeah.
If it was any other reason to leave, I would not have left.
No. It's
I
always
didn't wanna leave.
a Oasis there. And there
Yeah,
are
agreed.
droves of them. They're always like 6
And I
deep
hate
and
to,
there's
like,
like
say
36
that, 'cause
deeps.
Something about the place I kind of like hate it.
Listen,
I hate it.
they have
And I
cheap
don't wanna give
alcohol,
them props, but
cheap
it's got a lot
alcohol,
of girls.
good food, a lot of Robert Francomaniacs this past week. I've never taken this many pictures with people than we did this Saturday. So shout out to this place. But anyways, yeah, let's wrap this up. Everyone's giving us
C3 wants to know if you could do a something about the WWE, like a WWE recap. Hell no, man.
WWE recap, bro. I don't even fucking watch anymore. I could do a New Japan or Ring of Honor recap, but I don't think I can do WWE. WWE is so stale to me now. But okay, so that is another idea for a topic. But okay, guys, this is Robert Frank. We're gonna sign this motherfucker out. Vinny, it's good to have you back this week.
I'm glad to be back. Real quick, Joe, the 2 girls that said they'll cut off my dick, is there pictures of them?
I don't know.
Are they
But
hot?
if you'd like to speak to my brother in more detail about this, Vinny Bag of Chips or whatever he calls himself nowadays, I have him up on screen. Feel free to DM him and reach out.
Slide in his DM.
Yeah, hit me up. I'll give you all the details you need to know about
Yeah. I mean, we'll talk about it one day. 'Cause
One day.
It's a story.
It's a story.
It's a life
Yeah.
lesson.
It
And
would take an hour
This
and a half.
podcasts are about life lessons. So, for Ray Vegas, who could not be with us tonight, but I know he's here in spirit, for Jimmy Triceps, and for the man who sat in as the Pody, who is actually the Modi and the Pody tonight, Joey Bag of Donuts. This is Robert Frank 615. This is the Glorious House of Gainz podcast, episode 39. We are signing out.
Yo!
Peace.